TWK Live presents a Call of Cthulhu RPG horror mystery, Masks of Nyarlathotep. Join our investigators on a haunting journey as they venture into the heart of darkness following a macabre trail of cults and forgotten gods. Now, let's meet the players. Tonight, we have Bryce.
Hello, tonight I'm going to be playing Harvey, the explorer, a simple man living off the land.
And Keith.
Excellent. Tonight I'll be playing Houdin, the escape artist with a mysterious past.
And Laird.
Good evening, I'm Laird. Playing investigator Andy Sterling. What do you need? I can get it for you. Might cost a little bit.
And I guess Hans.
Hello, I'm playing Amos Cloud Tillotson, run a antique shop in Boston called Amos's Antiques and Oddities with my daughter, Ethel Jane Tillotson. Her mother died of polio, so it's just me and her.
All right. I think your plushie might be covering your microphone a little bit.
Oh.
or it's just playing all the music in the background.
No, it was
Maybe.
better.
All
Is
right.
that better?
Yeah, it is. But the plushie's cool. I love it.
Probably is.
Yep.
He's actually playing
Last
Cthulhu.
but not least, Hans. Yeah. So-
Shielding himself by the plushy Cthulhu.
All right. How's everybody doing? Are we ready for some horror role playing this
Halloween
evening?
time. It's that time
It
of year
is.
again.
Excited.
Yeah, it is that time.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yes.
Indeed.
I'm looking at all these test rolls, and they look like lots of failure.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get to it then.
That's what we're here for.
All right. So, what has brought us here this evening? So, I'm going to share some handouts with you guys as we get started here. It is March, it is 1921, and you have all just arrived in Peru. And you may be thinking, how did I get here? So you all saw an ad in the paper. Let me open it up on the other screen.
This
here.
isn't my beautiful Peru.
Yeah, hang on one second here while I fix
thinking
the.
the same.
What's that? There's
Nothing
Can you
going
go
on
ahead?
here.
Carry on.
Can you see the ad?
I
Yeah.
see the ad perfectly. Explorer Augustus Larkin.
All right. I'm going to switch off of dark mode to see if I can open it up on...
I have been to South America before, so of course I jumped right on this. Golden artifacts. Excellent. Last time I went for gold, I was going up the
Yeah.
Klondike, up into the Yukon. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why it's not opening up for...
I have not been to Peru yet.
Let's do this.
I've never been to Peru. I've been to Venezuela. Looking for oil down there. Found the Bolivar.
All right, there we go. So here's your ad. This is search for an ancient pyramid in Peru, right? The explorer Augustus Larkin is planning an expedition to the southern highlands of Peru where he hopes to identify the site of a pyramid long forgotten by history. And so this is the ad that you all saw, and you thought, oh, hey, here's my chance. You know, whatever reason that you have for looking at this as an opportunity, that's up to you. Maybe you see it as an opportunity to make some money. Maybe even become wealthy by looting a pyramid, Perhaps you are just looking for an excuse to get out of America and lay low for a few months, or whatever reason, or maybe you collect artifacts. So this ad was back in January. You responded, and you were accepted for this expedition. And you received this telegram. All right. So hopefully you guys can see
Perfectly.
this telegram.
Thank you. You're joining the expedition. Stop. Please join me in Lima. Stop. Have booked you room at Hotel Mori. Stop. Meet 18th of March at 7 p.m. at Bar Cordano. Urino and Kosh, 202, Distrito de Lima. Stop. Augustus Larkin.
Yep. Sorry, I'm going to do a quick refresh on the screen and see if that helps. Yes, it does. Okay. Yes. So, thank you for reading that. But yes, you inquired about joining. You were accepted on the expedition, and you each received this telegraph giving you instructions on traveling to meet up in Lima. You have been booked at the Hotel Mori. Okay? And you can all refer back to those if you need to. You should see that as part of your handouts in Roll20 there.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So,
what kind of amenities does this hotel have?
So let's start with, you took a boat to Lima, Peru, probably out of New York. Lima is located on the west coast of Peru.
Wouldn't it be Los Angeles?
Little steamer by most likely.
Oh, yeah. I guess it actually would be Los Angeles. Thank you. So you would have gone, yeah, because it's on the west coast. So you would have traveled out of Los Angeles. If you were in New York, you would have, took a train to L.A. and then caught a ship there, and then went down to South America, down to Lima, Peru. And I'm just going to move this map over. You can see down in the lower right-hand corner of the map, it shows you the Lima district and some key points. You can see where the Hotel Mori is, number 4. And per the telegram, you guys are going to meet at the Bar Cordano, number 2. So not too far. Not too far. What kind of amenities is what Andy was asking? I would say it's not like upper class by any stretch. It's okay,
Get water in the room. Share a toilet with the whole floor.
No, you've got your own bathroom. Yeah, in your own room. Yep.
So if I wanted to get my hands on, say, a leather-bound journal with some pencils, could I have one of them do it, or would I have to ask where I could get it and then go out and get it myself?
You'd have to ask where you can get it and go get it yourself.
Okay.
Yep.
So the ships that come in, are we like a day ahead or what?
So you've arrived. You've checked in at your hotel. If you arrived the night before, right, you got some sleep in your hotel room. We'll say at this point, it's now close to 8 o'clock where the telegram is saying, or close to 7 o'clock where the telegram is saying to go ahead and meet at the Bar Cordano. So it's now March 18th.
I'm gonna walk to save some money.
Sure.
I will head
Okay.
there. Also,
Because that was the leather-bound journal with some pencils was something that I just noticed I didn't have my starting gear that Andy would want.
Yeah. Roll
So,
a credit
I mean,
rating, and
I'm sorry. I mean, I forgot to pack it when I left,
yeah,
and I need to get one. So, what am I rolling?
your credit rating. Yeah, don't quite have the funds for it at the moment. A little short on cash. You saw them, and they were just a little bit out of your price range.
I think the Peruvian son out of town are trying to skimp me.
Maybe, yeah. Yep. Oh, let me move that. There we go.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to ever buy anything.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
Well, it says
So-
we start with some money, some spending level $10 and cash $40.
Yeah, I did have some starting money that I thought would be able to.
Oh yeah, if you got money,
Cover that.
go for it. Yeah. Go for it.
So just add it.
Yep. You can just add it.
Here's my question now. There's spending level and there's cash.
cash.
So cash is what you've got in your pocket.
Yep.
And how much would leather-bound journal with some pencils be?
$1.
Okay.
Hello, Billy.
Kind of shake my hips as I walk in. What's up?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Are you French? Houdin? Is it Houdin?
Who didn't?
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess I haven't met yet.
All right. So, yeah, you guys arrive at the Bar Cardano, and yeah, you can see there's cars driving down this main street here. Sometimes, you're seeing horses carrying trolleys, or, and it looks decent enough place. It's not too shabby.
Pretty nice little establishment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no question. Andy would be
Seems
walking
popular.
there as well.
Welcome to
Look at
the
the size of that bar.
the Bar Cordano in Lima, Peru. Okay.
Nice.
Andy's on the opposite side of the street when he arrives. And yeah, you head in. It's a little bustling little place. The gentleman behind the bar nods to you guys as you come in.
Howdy.
I tip my hat to him.
Bueno.
Bueno. Got
Bueno.
any whiskey on the rocks?
You got it. He pours some.
Thank you kindly.
What
Give him a
about
couple. Give him a couple dollars.
Okay.
Say, I'm here to meet someone by the name of Larkin, August Larkin.
Ah, yes. Mr. Larkin is over at the table at the back of the room, sir.
Are they speaking English?
Much obliged.
They do speak English, yeah.
Yeah, I hear that, and then I'll order like a wine, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, is there like a perception check or something? Andy wants to look through the place and see who looks like the most likely candidate for this Larkin guy is.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it.
I mean, is there a role for that?
Yeah, roll spot hidden.
Spot
You're trying to look for someone that might fit that. Make a psychology roll.
Oh dear lord, that's even worse. Whoop. That was a good roll though. That's
Yeah, you're
make sure
positive it's this gentleman over here.
That's awesome.
God. me. Would you happen to be a Larkin?
No, but
I'm sorry. Was it doctor or was it professor on the note or the advert?
I'll wave to Larkin as I come.
You should
close.
have it in your
All right.
handouts.
Yeah, let them finish up. Keith.
It's like, why no? But I'm here to meet a Larkin. Who may you be?
My name's
Hi.
Sorry.
I am Amo, Claude Tillotson.
Pleasure to meet you. Well, I'm Andy Sterling. Should we see if we can find this Larkin fella?
I've been trying to watch to see if he'd show up, but I don't know what he even looks like. You happen to know.
I've never met him before. No.
Okay. Harvey, you head on over to the table.
Yep, I had to where the barkeep pointed.
Yep. This gentleman here stands up. Oh, hello. You must be Mr. Harvey. And he holds out his hand.
Afternoon, I take his hand. Indeed, my name's Harvey. You must be Mr. Larkin.
Larkin. Yes, that's right, sir. Have a seat.
Nice to meet
Please
you.
join us.
Thank you, sir.
And you
Nice to meet you.
you are the magician, I assume?
Close up magician, yes. With
Yes.
cards, and I flourish my cards really like in a little fancy way.
Yes, Mr. Houdin.
Yes.
Yes.
You asked for someone with the expert with locks.
Yes, please have a seat. Please join us. We are happy to
I
have
was
you on the
pretty much-
expedition.
I'm gonna look to see, does he have a watch on or anything fancy, like or rings or anything?
Let's see. Let's see. Where is he? Augustus Larkin.
Oh, I like him already.
Yeah.
He looks a little shady.
Does he?
Eyes are all
He does.
darkened eyes.
He
Smart.
he looks
He
a
looks
little.
smart.
He does look a little tired. I'll give you that.
Nothing common or
He's-
uncommon for the time period.
He's really. Give me a.
It looks mugshotty. That's why I think you're suspicious.
Oh, all the NPC shots are going to be like this. Just
Oh, okay.
prepare yourself. It's they're all kind of in this format.
I like it.
He says,
Yeah, it's cool.
I was just looking to see if there's anything like
No,
is
he
it
looked
anything on his
smart,
hands
weathered.
or
roll,
next
roll,
place.
doing.
roll spot hidden.
Both of us?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, he. You notice that he is kind of pale. He is kind of dark around the eyes. Clearly British. Holds himself.
So it
that
wasn't a
way.
strong handshake then.
No, and and brutal.
I'd like to formally apologize to all of our British viewers.
Yeah.
We love Britain.
If you're Canadian though, oh,
We would like to formally apologize to all of our Canadian viewers. We love Canadians.
Yeah, he is, he is sweating quite a bit.
okay.
And he is, pretty pale, dark around the eyes. Amos, I think, was going to say something.
No, so I was pretty much just watching for whichever table has the most people
Okay.
going towards it. Since he's looking for an expedition, it makes a sense out of that he would reach out to multiple people, and that would probably be the largest table.
Okay.
And
And
that's
we
what
all
my
have a
intelligence
table.
roll was for, actually, was to see if my character could
And I mean,
use that.
I'm not quiet by any means. I'm not necessarily loud, but
And you probably have your dog with you, right, Harvey?
no, he'd probably be in the hotel room,
Okay.
but he's with me here. Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing that there's 5 people at one table, I'm gonna assume that to be the most likely candidate.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys head on over.
Wander
Absolutely.
over there.
Yep.
I stand up when they
Andy will let you lead.
approach.
And I go up and just kind of tilt my hat. Hello, I am looking for a Mr. Larkin.
Ah, yes. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. You must be Amos. Is that correct?
That is me, kind sir.
Please join us at the table. We're almost all here. We're just waiting one more person for our expedition.
Pop down right there.
Would that be me? Andrew Sterling. He looks around at everybody sitting at the table and says, since we're all gonna most likely be close, you can call me Andy.
Young lad, stop yelling across the room.
Yes, just come over here. You don't need to shout from all the way over there. Come, grab a seat.
Theater of the mind had me over there.
Yes. Yeah,
Teleport.
please grab a chair and join us at the table. Yes, please. Let's all introduce ourselves. I am, of course, Augustus Larkin. To my left, this to my right is a Mr. Jesse Hughes. I will allow you to introduce yourself. And so, Jesse, this guy right here, and I'll show you another photo here. There you go. Yeah.
So Jesse be the black man on the right.
Yep. That's
Or our
on the
left.
Yeah, that's Jesse. He as Larkin is introducing him, he describes him as a folklorist from America. And he says, pleased to meet you, as he's smoking his pipe. And
Meet you.
and just going around the table, let's go to Harvey.
Howdy, I tip my hat, like cowboy hat, kind of like what Jesse's wearing, only no fancy band. Name's Harvey Langford. Explorer, been on a few expeditions before, been to Venezuela, so I've been to South America before. So just know how to hunt, find a trail, keep people alive. Nice to meet y'all. Pleasure to be working with you.
You next, Andy.
Hi. I'm, as I said, Andy Sterling. I do a little bit of this and that. So if you need anything or whatnot, just come asking. We'll see what we can do.
Great. Welcome to the expedition, Andy. We're happy to
You
have
lawyer, Andy?
Lawyer? No.
Okay, just making sure.
you. Let's go to Mr. Houdin.
Yes, my actual name's Norman Dane, but you may know me as the Great Houdin. I have performed all over the world as a escape artist and close-up magician, and I flourish some cards in the middle of the table and make them, spin a little bit. And I'm here. I've heard about ancient legends of Peruvian magic.
Are you
yes.
not going to have him make a roll for those card flourishes?
You got some fast hands there, Houdin. You
Do a
play
sleight.
with
Give me a
knives?
sleight of hand roll.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, he did it,
Awesome.
and it looked
Awesome.
really good. I mean, he made those cards dance. Larkin gestures to the man next to Houdin, and says, "This is Mr. Luis de Mendoza. He is my assistant." And he nods at you guys. He doesn't really say very much. He's kind of creepy looking.
How long you work with Mr. Larkin Mendoza?
He's got like a real thick Spanish accent. I have been working with Mr. Larkin for this past 6 months as his assistant and personal aide. And he kind of eyes you suspiciously.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna see if he has any like rings or necklaces or watches or anything on.
Ooh, he does look like Cranky Pants.
Yeah.
Bringing back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm guessing, unlike our cowboy companion here, when Andy came in, he actually took his hat off, and he's been holding his hat when he sits at the table. He probably puts it in the chair next to him,
Okay.
Oh, mine's on.
along with his cane. Yours is on, you said?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
I tip it when I introduce him. But
Yes, I am the right-hand man for Mr. Larkin. And he's quite right. Yes, he is my right-hand man, you could say. Mr. Amos, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Oh, yes. Hello. I am Amos Cloud Tillotson. I am an antique dealer. If you ever in Boston, come on by to Amos's Antiques and Oddities. I am a little bit of a history buff, and I try to impress them with, like, history of the area.
Actually,
See if I can.
oh no,
Oh, 1 point.
Yeah.
So much of that.
don't
Yeah.
forget to put your dots down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is where the great Caesar had done his final battle at this very bar location.
A waiter comes over and asks if you guys would like to order dinner, given that it's a little after 7 at this point. And Larkin he's like, I've eaten here before, and I can highly recommend the escabeche. It's a hot and sweet and sour fish dish. I strongly recommend. It's very good.
Has it got cheese in it?
Escapache for me.
Escapache. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not really
Yeah.
huge on fish. Do you have any sausage?
Yeah, they do. He says, yes, the food is good here, but it definitely has a seafood specialty.
Well, being Peru, it makes sense.
Okay.
So how long have you... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, everyone places their orders. The waiter goes back, to prepare your meals. Yep. Yes, you had questions?
Probably have a beer with it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
How long you been in country? And what are we... what are we here for?
Oh,
What
yes.
can we be of assistance? Exactly, Mr. Larkin.
Yes.
Came a
Well,
long
first of all,
way.
I just want to thank all of you for coming. And I hope that your travel here to Lima was without issue.
Can't say I'm a fan of the boat, but it's efficient enough.
Pleasant, missed the storms.
Yep, made a little extra money on the side from those sailors. They like to gamble.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
I
was
guess.
a pleasant trip.
Yeah, he pulls out a handkerchief. He's kind of wiping the sweat off of his face. You definitely notice, like, Jesse and De Mendoza, there's some tension. Definitely some tension between those two. So Larkin, he says, your dinner arrives, and so he's talking over the, it's a pleasant dinner. And so he explains his plan. We are going to head up the highlands, locate the site of this lost pyramid, and we're going to recover some valuable artifacts. I'm quite sure it'll prove to be fruitful for all of us.
Do you have do you know where have a map to this pyramid, or know an area where it's at, or
Well,
what draws you to its location?
here's the thing. I bought a few interesting items from an alpaca farmer near Puno, and he claimed that his grandfather had recovered these items from tunnels beneath a pyramid high in the mountains. He said that his grandfather had never returned to the site because of some superstitious fear, but told his family that there were other treasures in the tunnels. And while this farmer could not give me the precise location of the pyramid, my subsequent research here has provided enough detail to be able to narrow it down and to make an expedition viable. He then reaches down under the table, pulls out 2 items. One is a pendant in the form of a man holding 2 rods or 2 staves. It's embellished with rectangular shapes. And the other is a golden cup carved with geometrical patterns and circles and inlaid with turquoise. And he puts them onto the table for you guys, just like in the picture.
Beautiful. What picture?
Oh. The...
Meeting with Larkin?
Yep, meeting with Larkin.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Could I ask to see the items and I'd like to hold them?
Yeah. Yep, you hold it.
Yeah, it
Work
would
with
be
my
interesting to
axe.
take a closer look at least the plaque.
Yeah, I
Up
pass,
to you,
I
mean,
pass it around if someone else
Okay.
wants to look at it.
Yeah, I'll look at him. Fascinating.
I would like to let's see.
can I see if
Yeah, I
my,
wanna
like,
I want to see if they're appraise them, yeah. Or archaeology. I'll try to use an archaeology.
Okay,
It's like
go
something
ahead.
I heard about.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Make an archaeology roll. In your...
Ah, amateur.
You've got no idea anything about this other than it looks like it's made out of gold and is probably worth some money.
Whoa. Okay, I'll pass them along.
I want to see if my limited occult knowledge would, if I know anything about these.
So is this the first time trying to find this place? Are we your first crew?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, Amos, you look at it, trying to determine if there's some sort of occult. And you don't detect any. You can't tell if there's any sort of occult anything with it. Do you have go ahead and give me an archaeology roll, Amos? No idea. Okay.
I wouldn't mind appraising them to kind of get an idea of value.
Sure. Yeah, you think you could, given at least given the material, much, and given the story, if it turns out to be true, could be worth thousands of dollars. But even if the story is not true, it's probably worth a couple hundred.
I heard you mention something about superstition, Larkin. What was that story about?
Oh, yes. Well, there are many people here who are a bit superstitious, right? Especially as you get further out of the city and start getting into some of the smaller towns and villages. I'm not concerned about it.
What's the actual story?
Oh,
You said something.
yes.
Could I persuade him to try to tell us?
What's that?
Could I persuade him to tell us, or will he just tell us?
No, he'll tell you. He says, from what I recall from the conversation, this farmer, Ernesto, just said that his grandfather was superstitious and talked of creatures of the night, ghosts and goblins prowling the ancient pyramids and protecting them. Things of that nature. It's nonsense.
Wild beasts, I'm sure.
No curses, huh?
Oh, there was probably a curse here and there. But for our purposes, we're educated men. We're above such things.
So do you already have everything you need for the expedition? Is it already put together? Or
Yes, I will.
when were you thinking of doing this?
A great question. I will definitely be supplying, any of the necessary gear and equipment. If you need to buy anything special, I'm happy to reimburse you, provided you produce the receipts. And the plan is, I have hired 3 trucks and drivers to take us and our supplies up to the city of Puno on the shores of Lake Titicaca. Once there, we will buy some pack animals and stock up with some fresh food and produce there in Puno. And my hope is that the journey to the pyramid will take no more than 4 days cross country.
Always figure on twice that, boys.
Oh, don't be so pessimistic.
It's been my experience, sir. Delays happen.
I'm sure it has, Mr. Langford.
Any other, any social political things going on, like rebels hiding out in the jungle or anything in between here or there?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Pretty
Don't know.
specific question.
Don't want to get bandits, take
Someone
us out.
chasing you, Hooten?
Oh, no. Why would you
Okay.
say that?
You seem awful, kind of jumpy.
No, God.
So Jesse jumps in and says, so what do we do when we get to the pyramid? He says, excellent question, Jesse. Once there, my plan is that we will examine the site and recover any items of special archaeological interest.
Grandfather did say there were tunnels.
And when do we set out? Says Jesse. I aim to leave Lima for Puno early in the morning Monday. So all of us will gather at the Hotel España on Monday at 8 a.m. And then the trucks should be there by 8:30, and then we can leave.
Monday,
Sounds
8 a.m.
perfect.
Yes.
What day is today?
Today's Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And he just continues eating and, and finishes up.
So what are your thoughts on what these artifacts are from?
And Jesse jumps in. Yes. Yes, great question. You had mentioned to me earlier that you had done some research on this place. Can we see your research? Larkin apologizes. I'm sorry, but I destroyed all the paperwork I'd put together in fear of another enterprising archaeologist stealing it and gaining a march on our expedition. Especially given that word about the pyramid has gone far and wide in the press. Anyone could mount a competing expedition. You can never be too safe, he smiles. It's all in my head. I have a very good memory. Do not fear.
And what's our cut and how we get paid?
Oh, we'll divide it all up evenly. All the things that we find.
So
And he's
1/7.
supplying up till then. He's,
You're paying for it
paying
all?
for our rooms and paid for us to get here. And yeah, so
Okay.
he's putting everything up front, and then our cuts, whatever
Well, it
our
says
share
equal.
is what we take out. So if we don't find anything, we just leave with nothing. But we didn't spend anything to do it.
Yeah, we got a nice little vacation.
Yep, that's how these things work. Yep, and yep, destroying the only way there. That's not unheard of.
Is there any language or anything on the little the cup or the figure? Any symbols?
Yeah, there were symbols on it.
Can I examine for occult purposes as well?
Sure. Roll your occult knowledge.
You guys are
Wait,
starting.
yeah, I thought you already did.
That was me.
That was
yeah,
Amos.
Amos.
Okay. So this is your failure here at 49 versus 5?
Yeah. Mike.
Yep.
Looks good to me. Looks like Jesus.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Didn't fail
You're just
that
like,
quickly.
it's just all nonsense to you.
Some pagan thing.
Andy would like to make a mental note of one or two of the symbols if there's one that's more predominant than the others. Since we have a couple days, he might do a little research.
Yeah, you can make a note about, the look of it. Do you have you rolled archaeology on this one?
I mean, I barely have a drop of water in archaeology, so it's not something I would think about.
So go ahead and roll it. Yeah, you've got no idea anything about this, and you're like, that rectangle looks important.
Okay.
Okay. So Larkin stands up and he says, "My apologies. I've been feeling a bit under the weather, and I need an early night." And so he gathers up his golden items and hands them to De Mendoza, and the two of them stand up, and he says, I shall see you outside my hotel at the Hotel España Monday morning. Have a nice weekend, everyone." And he and Mendoza get up and leave.
Yep. I stand up when they do and they leave. Say
Yep.
goodbye. We'll see you Monday. Pleasure working with you, sir.
He just continues wiping sweat,
Yep.
and
I
he
put my mask on.
Hope you don't have a touch of that malaria, of that yellow fever.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you all, boys. Looks like this is going to be a fun one.
Yep.
And
Who wants to go find a gambling hall, huh?
So Jesse says,
I wouldn't trust the gamblers here.
we-
They're likely to slit your throat.
would you boys mind joining me for a drink? We could get to know each other.
Of course,
better.
Jesse.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take another whiskey.
He orders more drinks. He says, "So, how much do you guys believe what you've just heard?"
None of them.
One's out for a
Oh.
scam.
We might find some ancient civilization relics, but I don't think we're going to find no gold.
Mhm.
But you don't know if you don't look.
Do you feel like
I'm
we
always look.
do you feel like we can trust this Larkin fellow?
I mean, other than the fact that he was sweating quite a bit.
Is it
He's
hot in here?
If he was truly sick, I can understand that.
No one else is sweating. I mean, it's comfortable. There's fans in this this establishment, and yeah, it's not hot or anything.
He hasn't done wrong by us yet, though.
He's a bit of an odd one, but most of the passionate ones in their field are.
Jesse just kind of
Looks
looks
like-
around suspiciously.
He had some valuable stuff.
Were you
Why?
Were you
What do
seeing something?
You've been with him longer. Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think?
on the
What
contrary.
brings it in?
Oh, this is the first time I've really sat down and had any sort of long conversation with this Mr. Larkin.
Might be overthinking it. It's probably gonna
You
be
the
okay.
folklorist, right? Yeah. What are you here for?
You know, I'm just going to be straight with you guys. I think this Larkin fellow may be leading us into danger. And look, my name's not really Jesse. He says, my name's Jackson. Jackson Elias. But Jesse Hughes is a name that I've been using while I've been here in Peru, doing some investigating of my own.
So what exactly is your
Okay.
story?
You
game you
guys
playing here,
give
Jackson?
me... Let's see, what kind of a role would be good here?
What game you playing here, Jackson?
You guys give me a...
Psychoanalysis.
Armor
No.
persuade.
Persuade.
History... Yeah. Give me a history check.
Everyone or just
Everyone.
Holy shit, Amos.
Amos.
Give him a pat on the back.
Okay. Amos. You recognize the name Jackson Elias.
Oh,
He has written several books. And let me open this up. You know that he has published several books. You've even read some of them. He wrote Skulls Along the River in 1910. It was it exposed headhunter cults in the Amazon basin. He wrote Masters of the Black Arts in 1912. He wrote The Way of Terror in 1913, which analyzed systematization of fear through cult organization. In 1915, he wrote The Smoking Heart. The first half discusses historical Mayan death cults, and the second half concerns present-day Central American death cults. He wrote Sons of Death in 1918, a modern-day Thug-Ease, where Elias had infiltrated the cult and wrote a book about it. Most recently in 1920, he had published a book called Witch Cults of England, which summarizes covens in 9 English counties, interviews practicing English witches. Rebecca West thought some of the material trivial and overworked. All of these
Wow,
books,
Amos, you really know a lot about this guy. Guess you're for real.
all of these books were published by Prospero House of New York City and were edited by the owner, Jonah Kensington. So yeah, you are very familiar. As soon as he says who he is, you're just
Wow.
like, what? No, wait a minute.
like I'm a bit of bookworm myself. I have read a number of your books.
Fancy the two of you meeting here.
He says,
I'm a little suspicious of what.
Falls Along the River was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I suspect there's something else going on here.
Are you lying then? Why are you going undercover here?
Well, I spent some time traveling around the area near Lake Titicaca and looking for evidence of what I believe to be a centuries-old death cult for my next book, you understand.
The Titicaca Death Cult.
Yes.
Why are you so obsessed with cults?
Oh, it's just my thing. It's an interest of mine, and I like getting to the bottom of it because a lot of times what's behind it, a lot of rubbish, and people need to know the truth.
Why should we trust you over Larkin?
Hey, this guy has
Well-
written some great books. I have read a number of them.
Well, whether you're Jesse or Jackson, I'll do my best to keep you alive while we're out there.
I'm
Yes, well,
suspicious of him.
I did, like I said, I did some research of my own. I've been here for about 6 months, and I saw that ad when it came out, and I saw my opportunity. So I can tell you that previously, I know that Larkin tried to convince some of the locals in Puno to explore the pyramid, but he was unable to find anyone willing to go with him. And since then, he has turned to trying to find foreigners to flesh out his expedition.
That ad was a couple months old.
There's also
Locals just may be superstitious too. It may be nothing, but locals may be afraid of the area for past superstition.
And I also happen to know that the university here, the National University of San Marcos, I'm sure you're all familiar with, there's a Professor Sanchez who works there, and he's very interested in joining the expedition. But for some reason, Larkin has ignored his request to do so.
Have you talked to Larkin about it yet? Sanchez?
No, I have not brought that up to him.
Have
I
you
just
met
find-
this man?
Have I met Professor Sanchez?
Yeah, have you met with Professor Sanchez?
Well, yeah. I'm actually due to visit him tomorrow, in fact. Perhaps you guys would like to join me.
I would like to join.
I'm interested.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Yes. Where are you staying?
Staying at the Hotel Maury.
No, I don't.
Yes. What? The
Oh
hotel-
yeah, I'm staying here or there, but I'll probably be out on the town tonight.
Sure. He chuckles. He goes, that's the other thing. The Hotel Maury. And where did Larkin say he was staying?
The Hotel España.
Why
Different
aren't we all
hotel.
staying together? Why?
Oh, I figure his is probably more fancier.
I'm familiar with both these hotels, and he put me up in the Maury as well.
Huh.
But I can tell you there's not much difference between the two of them. But I can tell you that both Larkin and de Mendoza are staying in the España.
Well, maybe they're full up.
Did you ask him?
Well, Jesse, you make it sound like where he's going to be is sacrificial lambs or something.
I'm just saying there's some suspicious behavior going on. And I think that this might be more dangerous than he's letting on.
Or
plenty of danger. I think you're being a little overcautious.
Well, as long as you stay, I stay. And I just kind of tip my whiskey.
Oh,
I figured
I
with-
plan on going to that pyramid. There's no doubt about that, says
And
Jesse.
let's go together, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow at your party.
Yes, indeed. Sounds good. You folks have a good night.
Yes, he's feeling a little suspicious to me. He's too eager. If he knows all these risks, why would he go?
Hooten, why don't you wait till he leaves the table? And we'll talk amongst ourselves. No offense,
Oops.
Oh,
Hang on. Oops, it just went dark. Let me see here. Let me bring
Yeah,
him
he
back
did
for a
seem to
moment.
have a lot of different theories. Amos here, though, seemed like he knew him. Writes a lot of spooky shit.
I've read some of his books in the past.
Or were they in the fiction or non-fiction section?
I really don't know.
No, they're real books. They're nonfiction. No,
Why would he-
he's kind of
if he
like
knew
a
the danger,
famous
why would-
reporter.
Yeah.
Why would he go if he knew it was so dangerous?
So for his next book.
Well, I think this is what
I
I
mean-
think, guys. This is what I think, right? We're splitting all the shares even, right? So the more people there are, the less you get individually. I think he's trying to scare a few of us off, if you know what I mean.
I think
It's
that
possible. There's a lot of paranoia running around this thing, from Larkin to this Jesse fella.
Did you see it? Did you feel how sweaty that Larkin's hands were, though?
Yeah, I wonder if he's got a touch of the yellow fever. I wouldn't go, sipping from the same cup as him or nothing.
Everybody give me a medicine roll.
Oh god.
Medicine or first aid?
First aid. Let's do
Damn.
medicine, actually. Medicine.
Oh, man.
I want a medicine roll.
I don't know anything about medicine.
Okay. That's fine.
That was a good roll too.
All right, so medicine. All right. Okay. Yeah, you don't know. Maybe he is sick. Maybe it's just getting over a flu.
It's got overactive glands.
Overactive glands.
Well, boys, we're in a new city. Who wants to go adventure with me?
I'll save my adventure for the jungle. I'm going to
No, I
go
was
double check
interested
my
in the
packs,
museum.
buy a few things, wait till
I'll probably-
tomorrow and go meet this professor man.
Yeah, it's like
And-
9:30 at this point.
Yeah.
Andy, you look like a man on town. You want to head out? Get ourselves into some adventure?
I'm thinking of checking the town out tomorrow after we deal with business. Tonight I'm going to be turning a little early.
You're so eager. Why don't you go check out that hotel that our employer is staying?
Sure, I'll look around.
Maybe you'll see him at the cafe bar there or something. You can eavesdrop on his conversation.
Well, I'm gonna go gamble a little bit first. There's got to be some.
Stay out
Yeah.
of trouble. You're in a foreign nation.
Oh, I know my way around a sticky situation or two.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm actually
Turning in.
curious about that other hotel. How far is it from this hotel?
Well,
Do we have a map? Oh, we don't have the map. Yep. So there it is. So we're in.
So he's in España, which is right there, and we're in Mori,
Just a couple blocks
which is
away.
there, and Barcadon. Oh, it's all pretty close.
it is. Yeah, it's very close.
Oh, there's a race course. Oh, all the way south. So that's racing.
It's
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
horse racing.
I'm gonna stumble around the bars and try to find somewhere to gamble.
Yeah, I'm just wandering over to that Hotel España just to kind of check it out.
Okay.
Well, I guess if he's going there first, then I'll follow him along with
Okay.
the little old guy, the old archaeologist.
Okay.
I was gonna meet up like a couple hours later, but
Okay.
initially, But
So Amos and Houdin want to head over there. Oops. Dang it. Let me do something different here. No, it's fine. And all right. You guys decide to just kind of stroll over to the Hotel España,
Take in the evening air.
and as you guys head that way, you see Jackson Elias is right there. He turns around and goes, "Oh, funny meeting you guys here. I see I wasn't the only one a little suspicious.
Just gonna.
Call it more of curiosity. I'm a curious fellow.
Well, sure, yeah. Fair enough. Amos, after you guys.
I don't see anything.
Oh, because you guys aren't on the board.
Darkness.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool. No,
Yeah.
that's cool. I just want to make sure something wasn't
Yeah,
wrong.
we're not there, so.
Nope, that's fine. Yep.
Is it
I'll
just
shut up. I'm sorry. Fade to black.
Yeah. So
just,
the Hotel España is a small establishment. It's 2 stories. It's located on the corner of a busy street of shops there in the Lima district. There's no reception desk, although there is a small white-haired woman in a woolen shawl sitting in the foyer. She was, because it's kind of late at night. She's like, oh, she's kind of startled. Oh, I was about to lock the doors, she says. Are
There
you
was a
needing a
bar.
room?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, we could use a room.
Okay, well, I have 4 available. They're reasonably priced.
How much is a room for the evening?
It's a couple of bucks. It's like $3 or something.
Well, I'll give her 6.
She goes, oh, so you'll be needing 2 rooms?
I figured, how many people to a room?
Well, that's none of my business. But I can tell you that I've got 2 rooms downstairs, 2 rooms upstairs. Do you have a preference?
We're just kind of looking for quiet. Is it upstairs or downstairs that's quieter? Has a fewer.
It's all quiet. As you-
Upstairs?
Upstairs, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her if she noticed anything strange going on. Like,
No. As you look around, the interior of the hotel is decorated in an eccentric manner. Its walls are painted in bright primary colors and covered with paintings and photographs. The common areas are filled with an eclectic selection of statues and plants and artworks. So she gives you 2 keys to rooms upstairs. Elias leans over to you, Houdin, and he goes, 4 rooms, eh? Gives you kind of a knowing glance.
well, maybe they just wanted to keep the help separate.
You keep telling yourself that.
I don't think it is as suspicious as you believe, but I asked her, do you know, we're kind of new in town. Do you know any gambling halls or areas that we can go out tonight? The popular districts?
No, I'm afraid I don't get out much at my age.
Okay. Well, should we stay in here? Did you want to stay in here, Elias, tonight?
Is there any kind
I
of
whispered.
a ledger or anything where she writes down where people are staying?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, Hans.
Is there any kind of a ledger where she writes down where people are staying or who's staying?
No. Looks like she just has like a favorite rocking chair and
No guest book? Like guest book signing?
nope.
Strange customs in this country.
Well, we should stay here tonight. I have my little backpack, so.
You'd sneak around the hallways, listen to doors. You know,
Yeah, I thought that's what I was
be
that-
all
Is it at
super.
Hush you, your screen is black for a reason.
the top? Yeah, let's go upstairs to the room.
Okay, 1 second.
We have 2 very paranoid members in our party.
That's not including the NPCs.
All right.
Got a very
All 3 of
one's
you
our
guys head upstairs.
Which one's our room?
So the 2 rooms that are available are this one and this one. Those are the keys you have.
Okay.
Okay.
And this looks like a little public area to hang out.
Amos, how old are you again?
38.
38.
Okay. When I get into the bedroom, I'm actually gonna pull out my little disguise kit with my fake mustache and beard, like goatee.
Elias is right behind you, and he's like, "Interesting."
Oh, we'll hang out here and see if we'll strike up a conversation with Larkin to see if he see what's going on.
Well, he's probably asleep. It is about 10 o'clock now. They just
Oh.
locked the doors.
Oh, damn it! There goes my plan.
I'm gonna go over and kind of listen in at some of these doors.
Okay. All right. Give me a listening roll. Nope. That door is
I hear
quiet.
nothing.
You might want to turn your
Yeah,
music down,
something's
Hans.
going. Yeah, Hans.
Or just in the audio settings, audio, video.
Yeah, I need to. It was behind. The setting was behind my phone.
Oh, okay.
So we get to watch your hand work.
Yeah.
Fine. And yeah, Mr. Jesse Hughes has no reason to scoff or laugh at Houdin about his kit.
Your camera's a little low, Hans. It's cutting you off at the eyes.
I like the shirt though. Very nice. Where'd you get it?
You don't
I
hear
didn't
anything.
notice that until just now.
Yeah. $49.99 on our website. You can have your very own.
7870.
What the heck is this? Is that a window?
It is. Just looks out over to the. Let's see here. Yep. Just looks out over to the street.
I guess I'll try listening to these doors too.
I'm gonna listen at this one.
Creepers. Got a bunch of creepers with us.
Yep.
God, it's
Prowling.
quiet here. There's no one in any of these.
Yep. You don't hear anything.
Decent people that are going to bed at a decent time.
Ah,
Not thieving creepers.
Here, let's take
lurking in
a
the hallways.
quick break, you guys. If that's
All
okay.
right.
Break it is.
Yeah.
All right. Be right back. All right, now we're back live. Okay.
Hello, hello.
And we're back. All right. Amos, you successfully listen to that door, and you can hear some snoring in there.
Which is to be expected based on the time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no idea what room he's in.
That's correct.
There isn't any way of really knowing.
Well, Amos, I whisper. I think I'm gonna head back.
I'm going to use the room here. Paid
Okay.
for it.
Elias,
See how he reacts when he sees you walking around.
Yep. I'm gonna head back to the
He
Hotel
says,
Murray.
yeah. Elias just says, hey, just be sure to meet us in the morning outside the Hotel Mori. And if you guys are still interested in going to visit the professor with me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I was going to go visit him regardless. So if you're going, might as well go together.
All right. Sounds good.
So I'll...
All right.
Andy's gonna drag his feet when everybody leaves the restaurant.
Okay.
So he's the last one to leave. As soon as everybody's gone, he's gonna order another dish. I'm assuming the one that we had was delicious.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So he'll probably just order another one of those.
Okay.
And when he gets it, he probably poorly feigns, but says, you know, I think I need to go, but I'd like to take this with me. So why don't you charge me for the dish that I'm going to be taking with me, and let's say the fork or spoon or something like that, right? And I'll cover that for you because I'd hate to inconvenience you, but I'd really like to take this meal with me.
Sure.
So how much are we looking at there, so we can do paperwork?
Probably like $1.
Okay. And then he's gonna go to what he thinks is kind of a part of town where the homeless and urchins would live or exist. Since he grew up in that sort of environment, you know, there are signs that he would see that would point him there.
Mm-hmm.
And if he sees like a kid not too terribly young, or maybe someone older, perhaps his age or around closer, who might look approachable,
Mm-hmm.
he will. Otherwise, he might use kind of a soft lure, like, you know, if he sees a kid who notices him or something, he might like sit down and kind of make a fuss over this food, but not really eat it, and then set it next to him, making it seem delicious, you know.
Okay.
Kind of soft lure someone in, maybe even gesture to the kid, like, yeah, why don't you come over, kind of thing.
Okay.
This is so stupid.
Is Amos doing the free candy?
Yeah, he's basically pulling a what's his nut? Baron von whoever, what the fuck.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just whatever. I want to talk to someone who's somebody who grew up in the area, basically.
Okay.
Grew up here. So do I catch anyone, or?
Sure.
They're completely welcome to the food.
Okay.
I'll let them have that, and then I'm gonna use my barely existent Spanish to basically let them know I don't speak Spanish, and that should prove it, and then see if they speak English.
They don't.
Okay. Maybe through gestures or something. Maybe someone they know who does.
Roll Spanish.
Again, okay.
Oh, you already rolled it. I see. Yeah. You try communicating. They're just not picking up what you're putting down, other than the food.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll sit for a little bit with them while they're eating.
Okay. More kids
And
come over.
then-
They all start sharing. Okay.
Okay. And then, I'll try to end the encounter as positive as possible and just give them all a endearing smile and then head off.
Okay.
It's just, I was gonna try and find what common folklore comes out of this area revolving around Lake Titicaca.
Well, hopefully
That was the goal, but
the history
communication communication is huge. I take it when the
Try
other
again
kids
in
come
Pueblo.
over and they're sharing, none of them speak English either.
They don't.
Okay, all right,
Try again in Puño.
yeah, that's true. So yeah, he just gives them a sincere smile and heads off.
Okay. Where to?
Oh, back to the hotel.
Okay.
Turn in for the night, most likely.
Yeah.
When he gets back there, though, he's gonna write anything significant and observations, even things that caught his eye, stuff like that. Not anything that necessarily anybody would think is important, but information that he's thinking that he's probably gonna want to put into a letter to his friend at home.
Okay.
Because he's expecting at some point to probably be sending something, so she knows he's alive.
Okay. All right.
Now, for anybody who hasn't played a lot of tabletop games, that little subtle laugh that the GM just did after my comment about letting her know I'm still alive, in this game in particular, is very unsettling.
Yeah. Okay. 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 You all get some sleep. Wake up early in the morning.
I'm
meet-
planning on being up for going with Elijah or whatever his name is.
I'll tell.
Elias.
Is it? I'll
Elias,
tell Amos and Andy about the 4 rooms.
Okay.
I know about the 4 room.
Not Amos. Sorry, is it Murray?
Harvey and
Harvey?
Harvey. Sorry,
Harvey and
and
Andy.
Andy about the 4 rooms being open when we went and checked them out last night. So they could put us up there, and it being some kind of little tiny hotel with no bar. She didn't
Seems
know where
like
to.
seems like the paranoia is running a little contagious.
Well, it did prove Elias was right.
Did you
Sure.
really go so far as to buy a room over there and then not stay?
I
No, I
didn't
didn't
pay for
say.
it. I didn't. No, I don't think Amos is back yet. I was just telling him that Elias.
Okay.
We also ran into Elias there too.
Anything else you find out? Other
Nope.
than there's free rooms there?
Nope.
Okay.
It did back up something he was saying it was true. Just suspicious of him.
Sure, yeah.
But let's make some
Well,
money.
It doesn't really change the circumstance other than just keep your eyes open.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try to get up an hour before I'm supposed to meet outside of the other location with Elias. And kind of like crack the door open, kind of peek out, make sure there's no one out in the hallway, and
Oh,
make
hang
my
on
way
one
out
second.
of the hotel.
Be right back.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
I heard a loud thump, and I thought that my
Something
kid
happened.
fell or something, but he was like, "Nope, just grabbing a blanket." I was like, okay,
Very
you sure
loud.
grab a blanket loud.
Yeah, we'll get some breakfast here in the morning
Okay.
while we wait for
Sure. Yeah, you guys get breakfast.
Elias to come meet us and take us to.
He's staying at the hotel as well, so he's there with you.
Okay.
Yep, he's here at the Mori.
Hopefully Amos comes at some point.
No, I mentioned, I don't know how much he got because he had to go take care of the thud. But I mentioned I was going to try to get up an hour before I'm supposed to meet up with Elias. I was going to kind of, peek out the door to make sure there's no one out in the hallway. Make my way out of the hotel.
Sure. Yep. You open the door. There's nobody in the hallway.
I make
you-
my way downstairs and exit the hotel.
Great. So, yeah. So you find everybody's sitting at a table, eating breakfast. You join them, and you guys chat for a second here. While I get
And Elijah's there with us, right?
Elias, yeah.
Yeah, Elijah.
He is
sorry,
there.
I keep wanting to say
He
it too.
explains how he's arranged to meet Professor Sanchez at his office in
Sanchez.
at the Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology.
Called it.
Oh, he is there too.
Yep.
Good.
So you guys chat for a second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Most typical Peruvian breakfast: arroz con leche, rice with milk.
Rice with milk?
Uh-huh.
I used
So
to have that all the time.
kind of like a porridge.
Oh,
basically.
like a sweetened pork. Do they sweeten it
I
at
used
all?
to have that white rice with milk and a little bit of sugar.
Some Peruvians enjoy chocolate for breakfast, while others prefer a savory breakfast like omelets or empanadas.
Ooh, empanadas. I like empanadas.
Yeah, they're really versatile, aren't they?
The breakfast empanada.
Kind of like crepes. You can either have the sweet or savory.
Yeah, we'll go to this museum with this Elias guy.
Yep.
At least
So I wanted
Okay.
to go to the museum anyway.
Great. Yeah. So you guys hop out. Elias hails a cab. You guys jump in and head to the museum.
It's like 6 or 7 blocks away.
Oh no. Oh well.
What's wrong?
Oh, I dropped something. No, that's not important.
Oh, okay. I was like, is the screen blank? Okay. So you guys arrive at the Museum of Anthropology. It is a pretty new building.
Nice.
And Elias explains that the museum's been a recent addition to the campus. And sorry, I'm just moving the screen.
Ah.
Elias goes up to the receptionist. I've got an appointment with Mr. Sanchez. She's like, oh, yes, of course. And she gives directions. And Elias is like, this way, gentlemen.
Who's that Eleanor? Ooh, man.
All right. And then... oh, come on. Grab that.
Okay, now for my immersion, is Eleanor really a Peruvian name?
Sure, why not?
I'm just messing around.
He knocks on the door and you are told to enter and hang on.
Hold on, Dad. Wait, I forgot.
Fateful 5. entered the room.
Yeah, I know.
Their fates forever entwined and sealed.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
So Sanchez invites you guys in, introduces himself in English. He's got a real thick Spanish accent, but he knew that Elias was American, so he is prepared. So like, welcome, come in, grab a seat.
I do answer him in Spanish.
Okay.
Nice.
He goes,
Look at that.
oh. Blah, 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 blah. He starts rambling off in Spanish. Welcome. It's so great to
Have a
meet an
seat,
American who
almost.
speaks Espanol.
Yep.
How can I help you guys?
Look around the room.
Well, Elias invited us. He said you were meeting. He was meeting with you, and we might be interested in the discussions. We're headed out to Puyo
Pyramid.
by Titicaca to search for artifacts.
Ah, Mr. Augustus Larkin.
Indeed, yes, that is our benefactor.
Yes, I reached out to him a number of times, only to be ignored.
Fascinating. You know of the local lore of the area? Perhaps something involving this lost pyramid?
Well, there are no, legal restrictions to prevent foreigners from going in who wish to loot a site without interference.
Strong word, loot.
Well,
It
that's
frustrates
good to know.
me deeply.
Would it be not in your best interest to have these items shown to the world, even if they're sold?
I'm just wondering what kind of card you're actually playing, because all I remember is, let's go make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, what was the question?
Well, wouldn't it be in the best interest to find these items so we can, show them to the world?
He shakes
Private
his head and uses a word you don't understand. Huaqueros.
I don't get it.
Nope, you don't get it. It's talking about Huaqueros. And he says, look, I'm trying to identify the exact location of this pyramid so that I can get there first. I realize that time is running out. I have been working with one of my students, Trinidad Rizzo, and she has been going through the university library and archives looking for any possible information about this pyramid.
Ooh, that's what I want.
We have found this old document dating from the mid-16th century, written by a conquistador by the name of Gaspar Figueroa, which may refer to the site. The document's a little difficult to read, so Rizzo has been working on a summary that picks out the pertinent details. She's almost finished it, but
I glance
she's
over
had
to
to.
Amos.
What's that?
I glance over at Amos.
But she had to stop to look for a related artifact in the storeroom under the museum here.
Would you be willing to share this with us?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, Rizzo should be along soon. She's supposed to join the meeting. She's just gone to fetch an artifact and will be back any moment.
I'm sure any artifacts we do uncover, I'm sure you have a generous grant. We could sell such items to your museum, judging by your new.
Huaqueros.
Just trying to find a buyer, guys.
Sorry. He says, look, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have about Peruvian history, archaeology.
Which peoples who made that pyramid?
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in, is the civilization that made such a place. You don't see pyramids around here anymore, other than the old ones. Aztecs. These part of the Aztecs.
Let's see what he knows.
Or is this something new? Maybe older?
Oh, I have a picture of him.
The
So let me
Mayans.
share.
Mayans, yeah.
Oh,
They
here
didn't build
is.
pyramids, did they? Yeah, they kind of did.
I forgot to show this. Here is Luis de Mendoza, who was at the
De
dinner.
Mendoza, De Mendoza.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
the assistant.
Well,
And this is Professor Sanchez.
okay.
Yep.
Is he sweaty?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Looks perfectly comfortable in his office.
Well, I like him too, like I did Larkin, but Larkin was a sweaty man.
Let's see. Sanchez, what do you know?
I'd be interested in what he knows about Lark.
Let's see. Let's see.
I described the two artifacts. Tell him if he knows anything about them, like, you know, what tribes they came from or what they meant. What they were used for.
Let's
Yeah, I was
see if-
going to look in their library for anything else.
Not
let's
where to
see.
find them or anything. That seems to be touchy with him. 'Cause
He says no. He says I would have to see it. I would have to see it firsthand.
about-
What about what?
Oh, what about the? I guess. Why didn't Larkin want your help?
He says. He says, you know, I've been gently persistent. I sent Larkin a number of letters containing very specific advice on the region and my offers of help, but he has not returned any of my correspondence. So I don't know. I mean, he simply won't talk to me, so...
Well,
meant-
what advice are you trying to give him?
Yeah, we
We're
can
going with them. We'll take it.
He kind of eyes you guys a little suspiciously. You're going with him. And then Elias says, like, oh, hold on. He says, yes, we mean to get up there by any means possible. I've told you about my research. And Sanchez is like, oh, yes, of course. You're assisting Mr. Elias with his research.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get up there and take a look around and see where it goes from there, for sure.
So
Mostly just there to keep people alive.
Yeah. He apologizes. He's like, I'm sorry for how long it is taking Rizzo. It should not be taking this long. But while we wait, can I get you some water?
Whiskey?
This is a university.
So you have a lot of whiskey.
I don't. I'm
kidding.
sorry. I don't
very
understand your American humor.
Dang, that's all right. I'm
No,
I'm fine. I don't need any water.
Except the water.
Okay. Yeah, he hollers and or no, he probably uses his phone and calls up.
Oh, he doesn't go out and get us the water?
No.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, okay. Well, he's like, I don't know why it's taking so long to get water as well. So he leaves to get some water.
I'm behind his desk in like
Dear
a flash.
God.
I'm like gonna open up and see if there's anything in his top of his desk.
I'm just kind of standing in the doorway looking down the
Papers.
hallway, see if I see any Rizzo.
I'm gonna whistle if you see him.
Any Rizzo? Hey there, Eleanor. You know where Rizzo's at?
She shakes her head.
Listen.
Heads into the museum.
What?
Says, and he offers you a glass of water. Comes in.
Thank
hands
you very
water to
much.
everybody.
Oh, I didn't have time to look at the
There was
note or-
nothing.
right in there.
Everything was written in Spanish, so you could roll Spanish for me.
I don't have no Spanish.
Okay, then yeah, all you saw were some notes written in Spanish. He says, "Yeah, do you guys have? Is there any other way I can help?"
Other than that, notes. What
I'm
about
interested in perusing your library here.
You said Ariza was bringing an artifact for us to look at?
Yeah, she's supposed to. Well, she's supposed to be bringing the note with the information that we found on the pyramid. I don't know why.
Well, why don't you take us there?
Or
Yeah,
Maybe she's having trouble finding it.
well, what other kind of
Maybe
Larkin
there's
did
other
mention
stuff there.
Yeah,
Well,
Larkin did
no, I
mention
mean-
some superstition
no,
about.
Rizzo. She probably found something interesting. I mean, if
She
you,
wouldn't
if
go
you
run
want,
off on her own, would she?
no, if you want to track her down, you can go downstairs down to the records.
Ooh, yeah.
The door is just opposite mine. You can get down that way, or you can. And he says, you can leave, you can go down this door, or you can go down that door. They both lead down. I think she was heading down this direction, to grab the artifact, and like I said, she should be back any time. But if you'd like to go and chat with her, maybe she can share some insights that she hasn't shared with me yet.
Once the paranoid ones go running off into the hallway immediately as they did,
Okay.
I sit down with Sanchez and I says, so Sanchez, tell me now that it's just us. Is there something we should be afraid of out there by TWK?
Oh,
Is there something else going on here we should know about that we're walking into? I just want to keep people alive.
I am a rationalist. I do not believe in these Karisiri or the ancient gods or any other folklore out there as a part of Peruvian history.
But despite believing in it, the locals down there do.
Some, yes, especially in these smaller villages. Yeah.
Well, what would you advise someone that's going to be visiting these villages that don't know anything about it?
To be respectful. Do not be a huaqueros. To bring your findings to the museum and to the college and the university.
I can respect that. We are foreigners on your land.
Houdin, what are you doing?
I was going down the stairs.
Okay.
That side.
And I bid him adieu. I say, we'll do the best we can.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Elias joins you, Houdin.
Okay.
And
I was going down this way.
okay. That's fine. Yep, so you guys find the stairs, just like you said. And Amos. All right. Amos, you're heading down, and it becomes clear that there's no lights on down here. Do you have a flashlight or anything?
I'm probably not carrying a flashlight.
Okay. Harvey and Houdin and Andy, you guys are heading down there. The lights are out, and you're like, huh? But Elias pulls a flashlight out.
I did have a lighter.
Yeah, I have a lighter with a candle in
Okay.
my backpack.
Elias has a flashlight.
Okay.
So he turns that
Very
on.
good. Lead on, Elias.
Yep.
Maybe that's what we need is a flashlight or electric torch back then, right?
And all right. Okay, so let me move you guys to the next map.
There's no light switch around.
You try the light switch. It's not working.
Zip pop. Ow. Jeez.
Amos, you're in total darkness.
I go back up.
Okay.
got that torch out, Elias? Why don't you go ahead?
I mean, Amos, you could stumble around, try to find a door,
I
or
don't feel like stumbling around and actually pitch
okay,
dark.
you head back up.
I go back to that office and let them know that the lights are out downstairs.
Okay, they're like, huh, okay, blah, 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 and they say something in Spanish.
Like a weird shadow thing here.
The door is partly open.
Ah,
He understands.
Well, I didn't see where they went, so I'm just going to go peruse them.
well, howdy there.
All right, as you guys head into that hallway, everybody stop.
Yep.
As you guys head into that hallway, you see a horrific sight. Further down this hallway, there's a lantern sitting on the floor. There's a woman lying on the floor and a person above her. What you see is this scene.
What the hell?
Yeah, so she is on the ground. She's like, oh, and she leans her head back, looks
Oh
at you
my
guys.
God.
She's all emaciated and like, and she's got this hole in her chest. And there is what looks like Mendoza, but his mouth is all transformed. It's all circular, and there's like teeth coming out of it. And he pulls up out of her chest, and there's this blood, just stuff oozing out.
Oh, he was still eating at her chest?
Yep, and so he looks up and looks at you guys, and then he will. All right. And then he will. Yep. All right, everybody give me a sanity roll.
Oh, God. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Okay.
I just had a feeling that was going to happen.
Who are we missing? 1, 2.
Mr. Amos.
Amos.
I'm not even there.
Oh, that's right. You're not there. Okay.
Did she come back around? Oh, no.
No, he didn't. Okay.
No.
So, everybody who made their roll, they're fine. Andy, you lose 4 sanity. And all right. And Mendoza gets up and moves like lightning. Just and is out of there. And she's just like writhing on the ground.
I try and run and help her.
Okay.
pull my from my boot holster. I pull my little snub nose 38, and I'm like looking around, freaked out.
Elias
It's
is
gonna
like,
be okay, honey. We're gonna get you help.
Elias is like, oh my God, did you see that?
What was that thing?
I don't know what I saw.
So you find.
Did you see the mouth?
So
Look at her chest.
he's like, yes, look at her. Her shriveled
Trying to
face
stem-
is just frozen in a mask of terror. Eyes wide, staring, no longer breathing.
Oh, I've lost her.
Lying next to her body is a small wooden crate, which has been smashed into pieces. The way the top has been pulled off the crate indicates that the damage is not entirely due to a fall from the shelves. Looks like someone forced it open. Give me a spot hidden.
Damn it.
Andy's staying back in shock.
Yeah, he just lost fucking 4 sanity. He's never seen anything like that in his life. He is stock cold,
Yeah,
locked
run
in
over to-
place.
Andy,
fair.
Andy.
Hold on.
I
He's
slapped.
breathing really heavily, just staring down.
Get
the wall.
over
Spot
here.
hidden, spot hidden, spot hidden. Where is it? Okay.
Holy shit.
So there's a ton of straw in this box, but Elias like, what is this? And he reaches down and he pulls out something, and he is going to hand it to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's he going to hand it to? He's going to hand it to Houdin.
What is this?
Some sort of golden ribbon. All right, now this is the cool part, guys. All right, so
Gold ribbon.
I am going to show you guys. So I'm going to show you this item. Oops. And so let me give it to Harvey. Okay. Okay.
Andy, come take a look at this.
Okay.
You ever seen anything like this? I showed
Oh.
him the desiccated Rizzo.
Okay. So if you look over in the handouts, you'll see golden ribbon. Okay.
Yep.
Now,
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay. So open it up. Now, what I'm showing on this live screen is just an image of the golden ribbon. But for you guys, if you take your cell phones, open up the cameras, and tap on that QR code, then
Okay.
you will see a 3D version of this item.
It weighs a little less than 25 pounds.
Yeah. So can you guys see it on your phones?
Oh, it's loading.
Oh,
There. AR. Okay. Come on. Did it load for you guys?
here. I'll
I
try.
don't
It
know.
did. It did, then I lost it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you got to hold the phone back after you click on the QR code.
Yeah.
Then you hold your phone back, and it'll
Okay, no, I got it. Yep.
it shows it to you right in front of your
Okay. View in your space. Give access. I see.
Yep. And you can look at the item from like all sides. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can look under it, on top of it. This is just a really cool feature
Oh, very cool.
of, and this is by Type 40.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Isn't that cool?
I see. I got it. Yeah.
And
on
it's
my
like
keyboard.
looking at your camera, and then you can kind of look all around it. And so, anyway, it's this cool thing by Type 40, I think. I got the link. The link is down in the.
Whoa.
So it's this
Down in-
25-pound gold, like a gold thing with a bunch of symbols on it.
Yep, it's a golden ribbon
Ribbon.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
The heck is it? Oh, it's got stuff on the back too.
Yep. So you can like fully investigate it. I think it's really cool, and yeah, if you guys like that, I'll keep doing that for the campaign.
So
I just thought, wow, it makes it just a little bit more tangible, but I don't want to give it away for free or whatever on the live stream. So you guys are looking at a previous version, but if you're interested in looking at that, the link is down below.
cool. Okay. Let's see.
The golden ribbon.
Yeah. So it's like 25 pounds. So I'm not very strong. I'm like, whoa, what the heck is this thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I can pick it up. And I see that it's jointed, and I angle it down so it's a little smaller.
Okay.
It's
What's
just
this?
a bunch of shapes.
Was this the artifact she was talking
Maybe
about?
Amos can make some sense of it. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Does it look like the shapes at all we saw on the goblet and the pendant?
No, that's
'Cause
not.
those had geometric shapes on them too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for like a some kind of one of the like the piece of paper or whatever the report she was supposed to be having.
Yeah.
Is it,
You
that piece of
easily
paper?
notice her notebook poking out from her jacket pocket.
She'll snag it slyly.
All right. Inside, you find this document.
Text. Okay, Spanish, written by Gaspar Figueroa, 1543 on vellum. Okay, so I can't
He
read
was the
Spanish.
conquistador.
Yeah. Is this is it in Spanish or supposed to be?
This is by Figueroa,
Nope.
the Spaniard who had traveled to
No, they were
Peru
putting
with
this note together
Francisco
for
Pizarro.
Elias.
He came here with Pizarro.
Oh, okay.
According to the text, Figaro set out to seek his own fortune following Pizarro's assassination in 1541. He was accompanied by Hernando, Ruiz, Diego Gallardo, Luis de Mendoza, and Pedro de Velasco. This was in 1500. Fellow conquistadors who had served with Pizarro. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Luis de Mendoza in 1540. They traveled into the southern highlands of the Andes looking for treasure, hoping to make their fortunes before heading back to Spain and retiring in luxury. Anyone
Ooh.
else want to do the next paragraph?
Yeah, hearing rumors of an ancient temple filled with gold, the men set off into the mountains southwest of Lake Titicaca. There they found a pyramid surrounded by a maze-like structure of underground tunnels. The walls of the tunnels were inlaid with intricate gold carvings. Ooh, this must be one of them.
Yeah.
The men pried out a large section of gold, exhausting themselves in the attempt. That night, as they rested, an evil sickness befell Figueroa's companions. The morning light, they looked gaunt and deathlike, complaining of agonizing hunger. They persuaded Figueroa de Mendoza. Oh, they
pursued.
Figueroa de Mendoza. That was Figueroa? Caught up with him and started to devour him like a human leech. Figueroa shot his friend in the head and fled, pausing only to watch,
Only to snatch.
only to snatch up as much gold as he could carry.
I dropped this thing.
Figueroa eventually arrived back in Lima, hoping to get passage home, but he was too weakened by the ordeal. Figueroa described himself as a wasted, little more than a walking corpse.
I'll read the rest.
Yeah.
I read Final Confessions as Figueroa's attempt to lift the guilt that his avarice had placed upon him. He believed that his fate and that of his companions was brought about by their desecration of a holy place, and his most fervent wish was that he could undo the damage he had inflicted. He describes how he still can't or how he can still hear his friends' voices crying out with inhuman hunger, and how in the dark of the night he can hear another voice, ancient and seductive, promising him eternal life if he returns to the temple. The voice told Figaro how to contact it, but it seems Figaro was too afraid to ever attempt this. A postscript written by the priest who performed the last rites states that Figaro died a day after completing his final confessions. His last words were an entreaty to whatever gods were listening to forgive him his blasphemies. All right. Yeah, Andy, you're just like definitely like keeping back. You just can't believe what you've seen. You're freaking out. Elias is like, it'll be okay, Andy. It'll be okay.
We gotta get out of here. They're gonna blame us for this death.
Okay, so
We
let's
gotta take
pause
this
that for a
descent
moment.
jet.
Now, where were you, Amos?
Just in the museum proper, going through, looking over the
Okay.
whatever they have in the museum.
Yeah. So you were up checking at the museum, looking at the artifacts, waiting because you're just like, oh man, it's too dark. While you were checking out artifacts, I will put you over here by some artifacts.
Yeah,
While
we've been over.
Yeah, while you were over there just checking things out, you hear a woman scream from the lobby area. And let's see here.
I start running over towards where the scream came.
Okay. Now, you guys, I assume you start running up the stairs.
At the scream, or just after
You don't hear the
seeing
scream.
all our stuff? Yeah, after seeing all this stuff and
Yeah.
reading through the note and realizing the impact of it, I'm sure we'll run up out of there.
Okay.
Well, I'll put the gold in the backpack, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it as much as I can. After they read that, I want to put gloves on or something when I touch it.
Okay.
It might be too late for me already, boys. I might already be a walking dead man, but
You guys see a bloody trail in the hallway,
oh my God, Amos.
and this woman here is freaking out. She went into this office here, and
What's going on?
yep, Elias starts running.
Amos, what's going on?
He just starts running down here, pops in, and Sanchez is dead. And the window behind him has been busted from the inside out.
From the inside out.
Yep. And you can see Sanchez looks similar, almost mummified. Shirt's been ripped open. He's got a big hole in his chest.
Desiccated husk.
Yep.
I'm really confused because I know nothing of what happened.
Yep.
I look at
Roll,
Houdin.
roll sanity, Amos.
I look back at Houdin. Oh boy, we've seen this before.
Oh no! Is that your sanity, Amos?
All right.
Oh no.
Join
All
the
right.
club.
Amos ain't
Alright.
gonna be with us long, I fear.
He's already half mad.
Oops.
Yeah, my sanity is only
too many.
35.
All right. You lose 5 sanity.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops. Dang it. Edit.
Yeah, Andy,
Are
step
you
outside.
pushing this?
You need.
Are you-
Yeah, you know
need
what? I
fresh
don't need to
air.
go to that office. I need fresh air. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also do have the advantage of seeing the broken out window from out here.
Yeah. So you run outside, and yeah, you get sick a little bit in the street.
You said that there was a blood trail in the hallway.
So yeah, there was a blood trail. Sorry, I was clicking over here, but he came up these stairs. There's a blood trail here. There was some blood around the body down below.
So it was coming up from the stairs. The
Yeah,
blood-
they're like bloody footprints.
Okay.
Bloody
Oh,
footprints.
Okay.
Got it. And
Yeah,
do
that's
they
from
do they
Rizzo.
follow outside at all?
Or do they just
You
go
can't
into the
tell.
room?
You can't. You don't see anything. Give me a spot hidden.
I'm gonna run over
No,
to the
can't
window,
tell.
of course, futilely looking outside.
Yeah, give me a spot hidden. Yeah. You see shards of glass out there.
Whatever did this is long gone.
What? Oh, what is? Must be a daywalker or something. Like, is that a vampire?
I mean, was it clearly Mendoza to us when we saw him down there, save for the fucked up mouth?
Yes.
I'm slowly walking.
Remember what
towards
Charlie
my-
said, watch your mouth.
That's funny.
Was that Demoza guy? Like, what happened there?
Yeah.
Well, remember in the note, he
Yeah.
was one, I think him and his friends were the ones turned
Was-
into creatures,
Hmm.
and they chased Figueroa, remember?
Yeah, but wasn't? Is it
Maybe
Figueroa?
he's
Wasn't he a
one
demon?
of those creatures.
Was he a Daemanoza himself? Like, so is it the same person?
Same
Or-
name.
Yeah.
It's a common name, but I don't know. Something's kind of fishy.
Let's get out of here. The cops are gonna.
Yeah,
make us-
Elias is like, we got to get out of here. You guys, we got to
I
get
saw
out
my
of here.
gun out. I'm like, what the heck? I put it in my holster as I run outside.
Yeah, and Elias starts flagging down, a cab. You guys see Andy throwing up a little bit on the side of the street.
I'll pick-
Amos,
It'll be okay.
you see him
Andy-
throwing up, and then you throw up, and you're just like, oh, good idea. And and with that, we're gonna wrap it up this evening
Oh,
with what's gonna happen next.
give us a little taste of that horror, and then
Yep.
rip it away.
I do, yeah. So tune in next week as we continue the masks of Nyarlathotep.
Thank you all. Thanks for watching. Keep smiling.
Say that 5 times fast.